Hello and welcome back to Old Fort Place Vane on hard mode. Thank you guys for watching my prior videos. Thank you for subscribing, following and all the thingies. Just for information, Rumble still in the lead in viewers and followers and stuff. YouTube started to pick up. So folks, at Rumble, if you want to stay ahead, you know what to do. You at YouTube, if you want to catch up, you know what to do. Now, what are we going to do today? We are there is a few places here excuse me, that are excellent for looting. You have an industrial thing here. Somewhere here there's a gun store. Then you have this island house that actually has some interesting stuff. A few guns, a little bit of that. And since for every time, every day that passes and there's not a horde, we are getting, well, we are obviously getting closer to a horde. I'm a bit bummed out that I haven't had one yet, but hey, they will show up sooner or later. Also at that island, I know that's extremely popular to have as a base, and I understand why. But let's go check it out to see how it is from a looting standpoint. And with a little bit of luck, we can get maybe a jerry can or a kerosene can out of it as well. So that is where we are headed today. To an industrial thingy with lots of buildings and stuff. And also a gun store. There will always be need for guns and ammo in this game. Always, always, always. So that is what we're going to do here today. Now again, if you want me to do something very, very special, then just tell me. Write a comment. Hey, go over there. That's some fun things. Or, hey, you forgot something over there. Or, you're stupid. You should go there. Yeah, sure. Just leave a comment and I will get us there. Lock picking. Always. For anything. I will get some iron scrap and screws and stuff. Yeah, heavy bolts are scrap. That's alright. There. NYS Department of Transportation. Alright, so, clock. Don't mind if I do. Now this, I actually, I had this as a temporary base once, but I got kind of sick of it. But that's the game function, because it rains indoors, and I'm not a fan of that. Or it doesn't rain indoors, but the graphics, it says, hey, it's raining, and that took away from the feel of the game. I don't know if they have fixed that yet. I hope they have. Look at that. More scrap store, yeah. And lock picking, always good. Lock picking. Oh, another nail gun. Don't mind if I do. Some scraps. Compression bandage, yeah, sure. And here's something I do that I see that others don't. I only take the limestone powder. Because the crushing of ore comes so late in the game, but everything else comes sooner in the game. So I only need the powder to make concrete. It's crafting candy, yes. Going dismantle. Okay. No. Propane. Don't need. Because this is one of the things that makes this a good, at least in theory, a good base. You have propane for cooking. Perfect. But for now, this works as a place of loot. Oh yeah. Oh, smell? Gasoline? Yeah. I'll take that. That means with 2 more barrels of gasoline, then we can keep our generators going. So yeah, don't mind if I do. This mold contains diesel, I think. Smells like fuel, which means diesel. This is motor oil. We don't need that. Storage. This is, I mean, yeah, sooner or later I will grab me one of these and drive home, but today is not the day. Today is just getting loot. Car battery, yeah, I can actually use car battery because I want to do that temporary battery. You know, I think I showed you. If I didn't, utilities. Here, makeshift battery. So I need 3 core batteries, components, scrap metal pipe, small scrap metal sheet, soldering, and power drive. I mean, I already have the basics here, but I do need components, and for that I need to melt some plastics. And to melt plastics, I'm going to need a forge. And if we have time in this episode, that's what we are going to do. But I would assume, actually, I would. Now that will probably be all the forging. That seems like an episode of its own, actually. Some money pliers, it's ridiculous. So I might as well saw also. Dismantle. If you ask, oh, don't use shorthand keys. Nope. Mainly because I keep, even if I make them, I keep forgetting them. So that is the main reason. Dun, dun. Tough luck. Always good to get locking up. Soldering iron, yes please. Heavy duty lithium battery, yes, don't mind if I do. Oh, actually, there, that was this. Take away this metal barrel. For some scrap. Okay, move. Oh. Put these on the roof. Perfect. Dun, dun. Again, I'm a bit weirded out that it is so little. I mean, this is supposed to be hard mode. Where are the zombies? I don't know if it's an update. I know you have to be at a certain place and the zombies to actually get there. But you would assume at a place like this, zombies would be already here. But, well, hopefully that will change in a later update. Construction barriers, good for scraps and screws. Oh, dismantling 60, don't mind. Yeah, thank you. Concrete mix bag, perfect. You kind of need one. Oh, and a copper ingot. Yeah, don't mind. Concrete mix bag for concrete. For making concrete. Then you need an enormous amount of water. Enormous amount to make concrete. But it's needed for reinforced metal brackets, isn't it? And other stuff. So it's still necessary. Just not, it's so water consume. Dun, 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 dun. So that is, oh, hacksaw, combination pliers, heavy bolts. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I say that phrase a whole lot, I have discovered. So if you're doing hey, I can't stand it, just say so. Don't just leave. Yeah, I can't guarantee I won't annoy you with something else, but hey, that's just the way this game plays. Oh, that's a stacked. As you see, here another thing that will be necessary mid-game, so to speak, torn wires. Like very, very necessary. Oh! One more gasoline, yeah, alright. That is excellent. This will take care of, well, most of our gasoline issues for a foreseeable future. Alright, now let's just take an outside look here and dismantle stuff and loot stuff. And then we will be off to the gun store. Right. Again, this is excellent for scrap and screws. Perfect. So this compound here, you get a lot of interesting things. So this compound is actually really good. And look at here. Seeds, yes. Scraps, yes. soil bag. Both were low, so don't need that. And a jerry can. Huh? Yeah, you can find it sometimes at the strangest places. Pipe, don't need that, don't need that, need a light. Standard soil bag, okay. Just in case. Crowbar, sweet potato seeds, just in case. Did I check both? No. Heavy bolts, plastic, wooden plank. I'm getting heavy here. Ooh. Alright. I think I went... Well, if I missed anything, in the long run, if I miss one or two crates, that's no issue. That's no issue. Alright, let's put everything back here. Now we got jerry can, we got more gasoline. Kerosene is kind of what we need. And that's simply for heating. I mean, one thing that's strange to me in this game is that I can make kerosene heaters, and I can make makeshift freezers, makeshift what do you call it, makeshift battery to keep everything running. I can't make an electrical heater. You would think that would be one of the things that should be accessible. But then again, that maybe would do a bit to the game a bit too easy if you can just make your own. Make your own heating just by. Alright, let's see here. What do we have here? 45 ammo, yes. Pistol suppressor, yes. Red dot sight, sure. Pistol suppressor, okay. Flare, don't need. Iron arrow, well, might as well. Magnum rounds. All of a sudden I feel a little bit safer from hordes. The more ammo, the better. Alright, and here we have ammo crates. Arrows. Oh, nothing. That's not nice. Now with ammo, as per, even if you loot a lot of ammo and you don't have the respawn thing on, 2, 3 hordes and oh crap, 2 or 3 hordes and all of a sudden you are running very low on ammo. So one of the, and it's as it should, because in the let's say in a real world situation of something, ammo will run dry if you have to defend yourself at all times. Hence, bow and arrow. Don't know. Easier, cheaper. No, I'm not a prepper. I have a farm, folks. Yes, I'm one of those that actually have a farm, and which means I can really take care of not just myself, but more or less an entire community just by being me. But so, if I should personally focus on anything, that would be being really, really good at something that is hard to do. Farming is one of these things. It is not as easy as people say. Hey, it's just putting things in the ground and it will grow. No, it really isn't that easy. Not unless you want poor yield and being hungry all the time. And there's more to farming than just sowing and collecting and everything. It is how to make things last on an extremely tight budget. That is one of the main things. Because if it was just sowing and doing those things, yeah, sure, it would be easier. Now, for instance, what would you do with wheat to make it last the winter? Enough wheat to last the winter for an entire family. You might think, hey, it's going to take this and that much many pounds of wheat to make this over the course of a week, which means it will take that much. Yeah, but how do you store wheat in order for it to not get wheat bugs? Do you know that? I'm quite sure many don't. I do. So, I don't know why I went into that all of a sudden. I have no idea. Why I went into what's in a real survival situation. Well, if you want real survival situations, you need to know two types of people. Hunters and farmers. For immediate survivability. Then of course, yeah, if you happen to know a nurse, sure. But hunters, farmers, we are the shit when it comes to survival in real life. Alright, we gathered a lot of stuff from this place. Alright. Let's just take apart this to get, what was it? Screws, scraps. These are excellent for that. Alright, that was a decent yield. Actually more than decent. Alright, let's get ourselves to the island house. Source of meat, source of meat. Oop. Yeah, I just heard that. Ah, yes. Those 3 pieces of meat will last a few days. One of the standards in this game, every day you have to collect food for at least 2 more days. If you keep that, you're good. You're good. Especially when you start in the fall, because you might not have time to do winter farming. And I just realized maybe I should. With the... Okay, let's see what we get from this first. Why we should have chosen this instead. Because here you have winter farming in a greenhouse. maybe a watering and then 2 kerosines. Yeah. Big house and everything. Lawnmower. And here we have another lawnmower and a chance for a lawnmower Nope. Darn it. Okay. Charcoal? Yes, please. Good for when we need a kiln going. And the forge. And the things. Charcoal? Oh, now we're talking. Now it's getting great here. This is a great haul. I'll take the plastic scrap. Right. Let's see what we find in here. Pumpkin seeds, excellent. And why was pumpkin seeds excellent? Well, 1 pumpkin is a 1 day's worth of food. And if you can grow 8 of them at the same time, well, then you have 8 days worth of food. Cooking oil? Yes. Sauce pot? No. More pumpkin seeds, that amazing. Dun, dun, dun. Cooking oil. Always need for cooking oil. That was this little house. And also one thing that is good with this house is access to water and fishing gear and stuff. See? That is excellent. Alright, let's see what we get from this. Pickaxe? Amazing! Oh. Alright, let's go indoors and see what we find. I had no idea I would get a pickaxe from this place. That's nice. Okay, loot. So maybe if I start in the fall, maybe this house would have been a better place. What I am worried about when it comes to this place in the winter is, yes, you have some protection from zombies by being around water. Problem is, in winter, it gets ice. And then all of a sudden there can be zombies coming in from everywhere. Oh, that one. Right. Ooh. Remove light bulb. You need light bulbs for when you start making your own lights. So, what do you mean your own lights? Well, utilities, fluorescent light, great for indoors lighting, floodlight for outdoor lighting, because you will need it, because in the winter and in the fall it gets really, really dark really, really early, and you kind of need to sometimes. You need to work later and do other stuff, and it gets much easier with oh, with floodlights and stuff. Oh, just taking stuff. I'm actually not going to destroy things from here, just in case I actually decide to get here. So I will only loot. For stuff I need. I'll take all of that. Ooh! Now we're talking. Oh, now I can. Because let me show you. The Wolfram 17 gun. Excellent. Why? Because you get 34 rounds in the magazine. Instead of the big magazine in the Lone Star, 16 rounds. So you get double. And you don't, if you encounter a horde, you really don't want to be forced to reload that much. Let's say hold that, yeah, at quick use, yes, and I will actually exchange that. Now it's always good to have a spare gun, which could actually be a shotgun instead. Maybe I'll keep the shotgun. How much? 12 gauge rounds. I've only got 4. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Wait. Hold at quick use. Yeah. And okay. I might have more at home. I'm quite sure I have more of those at home. Ooh. That's good. That's good. No. This is a nice looking bed, by the way. There. Am I done? No, I have the kitchen. Did I search this? Yes. Kitchen. Books, don't need that. Fridge. Gin, don't mind if I do. Jeez, I need to stop saying that damn thing. It sounds so... Oh, cleaver. Don't need any of that. Cooking oil. Oh, also, wet cat food. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, this is excellent. Wet cat food. Yes, it's only 10% hunger saturation, but this thing won't get bad. Oh. So I'm actually doing quite alright for finding food for at least a couple. Every day finding food for at least a couple of days going forward. Remove light bulb. Alright, have I made... I don't need that. I think I have checked everything. I'm not sure. See, don't need a canoe. Alright. Oh, another thing, while we are here. How to bring your entire household with you in this RV. Now, I don't mind when people do it, But the main thing here is, yeah, you can drive it, you have somewhere to sleep, you have somewhere to cook. Yes. What you don't have is, you see here, you only have like 300 pounds of storage. So you still need somewhere. So you still have, you need, the moment you start building, you still need something to build, some place to build stuff. But sure, as a starter vehicle, if you manage to get one, sure, why not? Alright, that was interesting from a looting. My apologies. Interesting from a looting perspective. We got to the industrial place and looted like maniacs. We got to finding more guns and ammo and bow and arrow, and then a good, actually that is a really good base, that island. It is unquestionable a really, really good base. And I've got 3 more barrels of gasoline, which means, well, I have very large amount of water. I have started to get a stash of gasoline to run my generators. Now I need to start to prep for a windmill. That way I can have power and a kerosene. Also have a decent amount of winter clothing. Folks, it is time to start to transition into mid-game. I believe we are at episode 7, so the equivalent of 7 days. We found stuff to loot, we found food, we found guns and ammo, we found gasoline. But in order to be successful at what I would say is mid-game, especially with this base, is kerosene. So in the next episode we are going kerosene hunting. Now kerosene is not that easy to find, and it's more common, I have noticed, in one of these what do you call it, Jesus Christ, what do you call it? Sorry for you who are devoted Christians for putting the Lord's name in vain. I just can't find the word for it. Well, where you find the lawnmowers. You are more likely to find jerry cans, but once in a while you will find kerosene cans as well. Alright, now all I have is unloading. I have so much fuel. Let's go check how much fuel I have. I have 22 liters. Yeah, I use liters. I'm European. I have almost 24 liters. 24 liters. I wonder if I can take a jerry can and just fill one up, bring 3 to a gas station. Can I do that? Extract. Yeah. I don't know how that would be. Well, I have 100 liters, which would take care of a lot of, and I will keep bringing those back. Oh, I'm dirty. That's not good. Beer keg. Yourself. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I need... Oh, I forgot. I need a washer and dryer. Okay! Next episode will be the chase for washer and dryer and kerosene. Which means we are going to look at houses and cabins. Where will we go for that? Well, I think we will start in this area in the next episode. Just running wild, finding stuff. Alright, folks. It's in-game is 3:48. Sun is going down over the industrial complex. Thank you for sharing this with me. Now, if you have tips you think I'm bad at, feel free to tell me. If you say, hey, I didn't know that, say that too in the comments. Either way, you all have a good one, and I will see you in the next episode. No! Horde! Horde! Need to get away from this. Ammo. Different kind of guns. Where did you go? I heard you.
A few minutes later.
This is underwhelming. Where's the Horde? Where is the Horde? You No Horde. Alright. That was underwhelming. Alright. Sun has gone down. That was underwhelming. Alright, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.